No, we're living in a time where there's no greater importance than to just focus on your walk with God, right? Your walk with Christ. Now, when I say that because there's so many, there's so many things that you go through when you're trying to prioritize that. It's like everything seems to come against you. Not even that everything comes against you. Like everything is like the wicked one controls everything. So he's already designed everything to be against you, right? But we know that it cannot prevail. It won't beat us. You know, it's really hard to listen to the direction of the spirit when you're constantly watching stuff, right? Anarchy, this. So there's so many different ministries and people judging ministries, right? Oh, you only talk about encouragement and this. You're not principle based, right? You're not fundamental based. You're not technical based, right? That religious spirit cannot perceive people operating in their gifts through faith, right? Focusing on what God told them to focus on. They're too busy trying to, so they're too busy trying to look out for deception and not realizing that they're operating in the deception. If you really live by faith and trusting that God is leading you, that God is guiding you, that He's protecting you, you already know that you're being led into all truth and understanding, as the word says that the Spirit will lead you. So you don't have to worry and try to overly analyze and nitpick every little thing. That's where you got people blaspheming, right? You're blaspheming the Spirit, you're blaspheming people being led by the Spirit, the work of the Spirit on their life, because you don't know what that looks like in your life. So you think something must be wrong with them. So you're judging people's ministries. There are such things as ministries that they're not balanced, right? They're kind of, they lean more so to, they talk about grace as like a excuse for sin. But then there's people that understand the power and the importance of grace, and grace in the aspect of overcoming, right, by the knowledge of His grace. See, that's why you gotta rely on the Spirit, because the scripture does say, don't be ignorant of Satan's devices, right? His strategies, his tactics. But I'm not worried about that because I have the victory. I've already won. I believe that. I don't esteem the power of temptation more than the power that God graced me with to overcome. I don't concern myself watching reels and videos and, oh, Elon Musk, and they came out with this and they came out with that and they're doing this and they're doing that. I'm concerned with what God's doing in my life, to be ruled by those thoughts, those fears, because that's all that would do is cause fear. That's what the enemy wants. He wants you to focus on him rather than focusing on God. That's how he creates you from. That's how he stops you from bearing fruit. Your mission is so much greater than the enemy's mission, right? God's work in your life is greater than the devil's work in the world. He's afraid of you. He's afraid of God, right? We shouldn't be afraid of him.